Hello, my friends. Welcome to our channel Tech on Target. Today, we will see how we can monitor Nginx by using Telegraph, Prometheus, and Grafana. They all three are open source tool, and we will monitor the Nginx by using that. So, let's start the video. Why we are choosing to monitor the Nginx? Why it's so important? As you know, uh, on in current time, the most popular and widely used web server is Nginx because its speed and reliability. Also, plus it's offers some more function which we will see in next slides, and uh, it make the life of DevOps very easy to work in the web application. So we have to monitor some aspects like what is our response type to enhance the experience of our end user, we can say, or any client we have. We should maintain the application health, our web application health, in good condition. So we require a monitoring solution for that. Let's move. These are the three tools which we are using. One is Prometheus, one is Grafana, and one is Telegraph. Prometheus, an open source tool. It collects the log in time series based and save it, and we can view this log via a query language known as PromQL. PromQL. Then we have Grafana. Whatever the Prometheus has done, whatever the data it has saved, and this query, we can make this visualization to make it more understandable. Both Grafana and Kibana are the best tool for the visualization. Grafana we are preferring here. Prometheus although provide the visualization, but its visualization is not good as Grafana. Next, we have Telegraph. We need a agent who take the logs from Nginx, save it, means collect it, and send its matrices. For this task, we chosen the Telegraph. Okay, I'm hoping that you are getting friendly with these three tools, so we can move further. Now, what is the question here is what is Nginx? Nginx is a software for HTTP web serving. Like it can do work as a reverse proxy, forward proxy, caching, and load balancing. If we say that it's work as a load balancer, yes, that's true. It works as a load balancer to its backends, whatever targets we are applying to it in its configuration. It can load balance two services which works on HTTP. Plus, it can work to uh, load balancing of TCP and UDP. Although it can work as a proxy server for email like IMP, POP, and SMTP. So we are very much friendly with now Nginx also. How to install Nginx? How to do its configuration? All the video I have on my channel. You can visit how to do its installation and configuration part, how to make the custom websites by using Nginx and Cloud Infra. I have demonstrated the AWS part. You can visit my channel and get benefit from that. These videos are in both Hindi and in English language. Now we are here at Nginx matrices because we have to do monitoring. We should know what we have to monitor and how to make this endpoint exposed for the Prometheus to scrap this. First, we can categorize this in two parts. First part is the resources within Nginx and problems that develop anywhere else in your infra because of this web application. So monitoring basically of any HTTP server will include Nginx, like we have Nginx, how many users responses services are coming, it's provide the logs for high level view, but we have to go deep down. So here we require some other solution. Some other solution here can be a I can say we can use a modules to generate these matrices. Then now we have server error rate. We should able to conclude or find whatever the errors are there, whatever the request which is getting falling due to maybe any reason or whatever the reason because of they are failing. Then we need to calculate the request processing time when a user hit on your website, what time it's taking to we can say that how after watched it send a request on your HTTP site, and after what that is request is getting closed, that time is your request processing time. Any website who want to provide good experience to its user, its clients, it should provide a low response time, means response in quick time. So how can monitor that? Let's move further. Basically, we have divided the matrices into three parts. uh, Nginx provide some basic activity matrices like who is active, who is login, this kind of, but basically, but we need some advanced, so we are using this module, Nginx HTTP sub status module. What this module is doing, it's providing the matrices same, but there is slightly difference between the basic of activity matrix which Nginx provide. So we should must enable this module in the Nginx. What it's offering? It's offering us the active connection, whatever the active request clients are there, who is on you currently serving your currently searching or viewing your website, whatever action they are doing. Then in if we go in further detail, we know who whom request we have accepted, means whom request the Nginx server is accept. We can find this value through this matrices accept. Then there are some more function like handled, who's currently Nginx is handling, and number of requests, whatever the number of request of count is there, it's we can see through the request. Then we have reading. In reading, like someone has opened your page and it's uh, waiting for your request or whatever is whatever serving, right? Like it send a request and now you send it a response, and now it's just using this response. Then some on basis of that whatever you serve, we again send you a request as a response. We can consider this as writing, that user is again sending some commands or whatever response to you, and according to that you are reverting it, means your web browser is reverting. In our case is Nginx. Then waiting, like uh, number of users who had just only open, they are not doing anything. Like I am go to some website and I open that page and I just go to uh, drink water, and you can consider this scenario where user is doing nothing. Web page just open, it's an idle or in waiting state. All these matrices are provided by a module. So we can go ahead. Now, second matrix is the error matrices. We should have count or record whatever the response generated, whatever the success record, whatever the server error records. We can get this value from status code. Performance metrics, this is very important. Whatever the request time we are taken. So, how to collect Nginx matrices? Nginx matrices we can collect, but it can vary collecting the Nginx matrices depend on the version. there maybe get slight changes with the new version, but we should do some little changes and matrices will be enabled. Matrices will remain same, but we have discussed like assess, accepted, handle, writing. We have discussed these matrices of main. With that, we have to assess when with by changing our configuration with respect to Nginx version. Okay. Now we are ready with our. We can distribute the things in four parts. First part is the Nginx. Slogs will be started from Nginx, then last in the Grafana. First stage is the Nginx. What we are doing in the Nginx, we are just you have to need to run this command on your Nginx web browser. Sorry, uh, in the server where your Nginx web browser is installed, you just need to run that particular command. What will happen? What is happening here when you run the command by it will give you result. If you see this result means if you find the HTTP sub status module in the output, that means the module is enabled. Otherwise, that simply means just that it is not enabled. So you need to enable it manually if it is not enabled. Then in the second step, we have to create a website or a URL where this status can be pulled, where these matrices are exposed. Like here you can see the configuration file of the Nginx in the console.d. Here you are adding an extra location that whenever someone hit on web server bias and it's hit on the path slash Nginx status, when it's someone do hit on this path, it will what we can say, it will be serve this stub status uh, to whom it can be served only to this IP of localhost. Otherwise, if there is any other IP, it will deny all the IP will be denied else other than this localhost IP. So whenever someone is requesting from localhost on slash Nginx status, you will get result. Otherwise, you will not get. Means from outside of your server, Nginx web server, no one can get this detail. Okay. Now our configuration is ready. I give you a hint here. Whenever you do some changes in the configuration of any software or any tool, you should restart it and check its status after restarting it. Same we will do here. And in the case of Nginx, we have one more facility. We can check our syntax is correct or not. Whenever we do some changes in configuration, we can run this sudo nginx-t command to check the syntax, and after that sudo systemctl reload nginx. We are just reloading the service. After that, sudo systemctl status nginx. While running this command, you can check the status. Now in the step 4, whatever we have done in the nginx, we can validate it via using a curl command. We can curl on localhost, and in this slash we pass the path what we have given in the configuration. Now it will give us the result of what are the active server, what are the accept, handle, and request. Plus we have reading 0, writing 1, waiting 1. Whatever we discuss, this module is now working in giving us the result. Now we can move further. Before moving further, this directory where our logs are saved of var log nginx, we need to give access of this particular directory to Telegraph. We have to hand or hand over the logs with this module logs with the to the Telegraph. So what we can do, we can give the read permission for all to this particular log error or log access directory. So there are access.log, access.log or error.log. There are two files are there. We have given the read permission to everyone. Now we are done with the first component, Nginx. Now we are here with the second part. We use Telegraph to fetch network Nginx matrices, and we will send them to Prometheus. To collect matrices, you first need to ensure the Nginx enables status module and a URL reporting its status matrices. We have just done this two things. We have checked the is enable, and we send this matrices. Integrating Telegraph and Nginx. As Telegraph is an agent written in Go language for collecting matrices and logs from local or remote sources. Go is very popular language. Also, if you, I remember, Terraform is also written in the Go. Just for knowledge. Uh, then we first install the Telegraph on the same server where our Nginx server is installed. Because why we are doing this on same server? Because we have set the URL. Anybody can send its request on localhost only. So it should be present on locally. Let's check what it's doing. It's just open the file for write of Telegraph configuration file. Under that, we are creating an input where we have given the URL, localhost, and path of the module Nginx. Then we are giving the location of the Nginx log /var log Nginx ss log. Then we are we can say that we are matching some filter on that glog, and we will send logs and sudo systemctl restart Telegraph because we have done changes to it configuration file. Once now we have configured the Nginx, we have configured the Telegraph. Flow of data between Nginx to Telegraph is made. Now flow of and Telegraph to Prometheus need to be made. So we add a port 91225 who is listening for any IP. All the IP address it will listen on 91225 port, and what it's doing, it's exposing a port at 9125 port. After 15th, whatever the subscribe interval of Prometheus have, Prometheus will come and take data or subscribe from here and will save into its own database, either on its local file system or some database. Then we will restart the Telegraph again because we have done changes. Then we can verify the Telegraph logs. It's working fine or not. If like whatever is Prometheus connected and scrapping it, we will get logs here. And we have done the restart twice. We can do it in one step, but I'm mentioning it twice as I want to differentiate Telegraph configuration for Nginx and Telegraph configuration for Prometheus. So let's move further. We have Prometheus now, third component. We go into the Prometheus, how to install Prometheus, and you will find video on my channel to do installation. Plus, you find the video of Grafana, how to install and how to make dashboard, either custom or there are some dashboards are also already available on Grafana website. You both is available at our channel. You can please visit. In if you see in our in video while we are doing the installation on Kubernetes, we are using the service discovery, which will which can automatically detect the target and register it and start scraping the matrices. But if you don't want to do that, you can simply mention manually here the Telegraph and target whatever the. In our case, we are install the Prometheus on the same server where is Telegraph present. So we are just pointing or we're just hitting on the localhost at 9125 port. If we are at separate server, we can just mention the IP of the Telegraph and just restart the service, and we are connection is ready. Now, for installation of Grafana, you should go to my channel and watch the video. You can go to other channel also, whatever you like. Uh, we have first taken the data at Nginx, Nginx to Telegraph, Telegraph to Prometheus, Prometheus. On Prometheus server, we have installed the Grafana, and Grafana we used the built-in dashboard from the website of Grafana, and it doing the query to Prometheus, and Prometheus is giving the result for different dashboards, like for CPU usage, network input, network output, CPU utilization, network memory utilization. Same, how many time we get 200 response with respect to 5 minute response of 400 in 5 minute Nginx status and its total response. So I hope in today's video, we are very much clear how we can monitor the Grafana Nginx via help of Telegraph, Prometheus, Grafana. So thank you for watching video. Please subscribe to our channel and like our video.